Well, good evening, everyone. Well, I guess to introduce myself, this is Billy. I'm a senior going into civil engineering. Everybody hear me? Or do I need like a little bit more? Good? Okay. Anyways, well, I guess to get into it, I originally just volunteered because I knew Rebecca was looking for somebody. She needed to speak for the first week, and so it was hard to find somebody. And also, the end of last year, I had something like a personal epiphany, I guess you could call it. And pretty much my plan pretty simple. I was like, well, just like kind of share that with you guys because it might help somebody else out, I guess. Over the summer, though, things got interesting. I read some books, and I found out really that I had a more of a profound lack of understanding. It was really interesting. I thought that I had like a general idea of like pretty much all the concepts we talk about. Maybe not know everything, but definitely be able to talk about them. But after I was done reading over the summer, I felt really shaken to the point where I didn't really want to speak because I felt like I wasn't qualified to speak on anything. I mean, if I don't understand something, I wouldn't feel comfortable coming up in front of everybody else and talking about it. Kind of shifting gears for a second. With the new school year and everything coming up, I don't know, someone else out there, maybe one of you will find yourself kind of in a similar situation with just meeting a lot of new people. I mean, with the new school year, new classes, new friends, maybe new teams or things you're a part of. And maybe sometime during the year you'll feel compelled to talk to somebody about your faith. Or you'll want to stand up about your faith for some reason. And maybe you will be kind of where I was at, where it's like, and I'm still at actually, where you don't know exactly what to say. Or maybe it's a topic where you don't know as much as you would like about it. So you kind of feel like your hands are almost tied, like I want to say something, but I don't want to say the wrong thing. I don't want to just come off as like a hypocrite, I guess you could say, where it's like, I have this idea, but I have nothing to back it up. So with that said, it's kind of the direction I'm going, I guess. Getting back to my lack of awesome, I spent a few days struggling with that idea where I was just like, what am I going to talk about? And then it just kind of hit me. I was like, wait a minute, doesn't God actually like help us with that? Or technically the Holy Spirit are the same, different. I don't know if you want to get technical, but Jesus was talking in the book of Luke, chapter 21, verse 15, if anyone's really interested. But he said, "For I will give you the words and wisdom that none of your adversaries will be able to resist or contradict." Not that I'm calling you guys adversaries by any means, but I think it's very comforting that God's basically giving us the words to say. Wow, I think that's awesome. And I mean, it's God's wisdom. You can't really beat that, right? So, and a little bit after that, I thought of another verse that actually we read from Isaiah. That basically is saying, you know, my word will not return to me empty, but accomplish what I desire. I mean, man, putting those two things together, things get really awesome. I mean, God's like giving us this stuff to say, and then He promises that it's going to accomplish whatever He intends. I mean, gosh, He's giving us this stuff, and then He's like helping it as it like goes out. I don't know. So I guess this year, if you feel compelled to talk about or stand up for your faith, do not be afraid or terrified before them. For the Lord your God will